Hi, I'm Shelley Maurer,
And I'm Cher Emmerich. Welcome to Life Lessons from Pickleball,
where we engage with pickleball players from around the world about life on and off the court.
Thanks for joining us.
Before we get started, we have something really exciting to share.
Our book, Life Lessons from Pickleball, is now available on Amazon, and a portion of every sale is donated to Operation PaddleLift.
Your purchase helps deliver paddles, nets, and resources to underserved communities around the world.
Thank you for being a part of growing the game we all love. Now let's jump into today's episode. Welcome everyone to Life Lessons from Pickleball. Today we're really excited to welcome Randy Fuller. Randy, we're so glad you're here with us today, and you're a founding partner of Rally Pickleball Club in Auburn, Washington, kind of in our neck of the woods, helping grow one of the vibrant pickleball communities here in the Pacific Northwest.
Randy, you grew up in the Pacific Northwest and discovered early on that you had a natural talent for racket sports. That passion led you to compete in tennis, win 2 league championships in high school, and later teach tennis at Central Washington University.
And today you live in Pierce County with your wife and your 6 boys. Yes, 6 boys, 7 to 17, we just learned, who occasionally join you on the court and even help out in the pro shop at Rally Pickleball Club.
Randy, so many people discover pickleball in unexpected ways. Before Rally Pickleball Club, how did pickleball first come into your life?
We had a curriculum in my freshman year, and that is where I learned. I think we played a month-long course, and I loved it. It always came down to me and one other guy at the very end, and I felt I had a knack for it, and it just turned out to be a really fun sport.
And then what turned it into a profession?
I think transitioning into tennis, it came very natural for me. I started my sophomore year of tennis, so I didn't play before that. But about 2.5 years ago, I had a friend say, "Hey, why don't you come join me at the YMCA and play on my team?" And I said, "Okay, I've played once in my life, but I'd love to come learn, and hopefully you can teach me because I don't remember the rules." But I was glad he invited me.
And then when you started playing it, you obviously got hooked.
I did. It's such a fun sport, and it's really for everyone. It's not just for young people. It's not for elderly. It's for everyone. You can play until you're 85. I still play with 80 to 85-year-olds on a daily basis.
Well, and just in case Joyce Jones is listening, you can play well into your 90s.
Right. Indeed. So what was your job before you got into the club business?
I am in medical sales, so I own a company. Yeah, I sell laboratory equipment, and there's 4 of us that are owners for Rally Pickleball Club. We have a plumber, we have a construction guy, we have a dentist, and then I'm the medical sales. So none of us, we kind of just came together after pitching this idea to each other, and it went from there.
Have you ever thought about starting a band?
I do play the viola, so I play for lots of weddings.
Oh,
so you could.
Yes.
So what was the vision behind Rally when you guys first started it?
We saw a need, for being the birthplace of pickleball on Baden Bridge Island. We thought, where are all the indoor facilities, and what are we supposed to do during the winter and during the spring when it's just raining so much?
Yeah.
And we couldn't find very many indoor facilities. And so we thought there's got to be something somewhere. And when we found out there wasn't anything within 40 minutes, we thought, we got to make this happen. And we all play, we all love to play. So that was one of our passions, but really, we really wanted to make somewhere where people could come and play when they can't play outside.
So that's very entrepreneurial of you. Did any of the 4 of you, were you entrepreneurs before?
Yes. So again, I own my lab equipment company, and then Dave the dentist, he owns his company, and then Dylan, he owns his plumbing company. and I believe Chris he works at just a construction company. So yeah, several entrepreneurs in the group.
So you
Yep.
you kind of knew what you were getting into.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. A little bit. Still lots to learn though.
So, what do you think makes Rally Pickleball unique in the pickleball community?
You know, we're not a franchise. So what's unique about us is you can come up with an idea as one of our members, or if you're even a visitor, and we can tailor any need that you have for you. You know, if you have a great idea, we love ideas. And in fact, we send out polls, and if somebody wants to play glow in the dark pickleball, we say, okay, let's do it. So we can change on a regular basis, and we're really about community. We're not catering to higher level players. We're not catering to maybe professional players, but we're catering to those that want to learn the sport and want to grow the sport with us. And again, is really about building a community based place where people could hang out and have the extra added benefit of playing pickleball. So
So tell us about your facility.
we
And
have,
actually before that, tell us what it took to build this. Did you actually build the facility or was the building already there? And what did it take to do this?
yeah. So so the facility was already there. It was renovated. And it used to be, as far as I understand it, a World War II production facility.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, so I think so. They had a big old production line. They had, I think, somebody just told me another story of how the soldiers' boots used to go back to there, and so we're learning a lot about this history. And
Yeah.
some of our doors are the original doors that are painted, and they look like they're from like army green with this metallic on it. They look really cool and original. And we've kept some of the cogs that used to be in there. We've kept some of the lights that used to be in there. So there's a lot of history in that building.
That's cool.
Um, Regarding the facility itself, yeah, we had to completely redo the inside, but there's 14 indoor courts. They're all
Wow.
yeah, they're all pre-cushioned. So really what that means is you can play on it and it's going to be better for your joints, because there's 7 layers that are added cushionings to help support your joints and your movement. They are all made of Acrotech, so it's the best surface you can play on indoors, and it'll give you true bounce. And really, we have 11 courts on one side, and then we have a big wall in between, and there's 3 more additional courts on what we call the sliver. So in the space with 11 courts, we have cabanas, we have a sauna, we have some exercise equipment, we have vending machines, we have a physical therapist, who can, he has a hyperbaric chamber, he has a plunge pool, he has a table. So that's all in the main area. And then in our sliver, we have 3 additional courts with cabanas. We have a golf simulator that we're putting up actually this week. It just went up yesterday, and that's really our event center. So if you want to come and rent it out for a party, for a guys' night, for a girls' night, somebody asked if they could do a wedding there, and we said, why not?
why not?
Absolutely. So we have learning classes. We've had softball teams come in. We've had church youth groups come in, and they all just, can we use this space for a couple of hours? Absolutely. And some of them want to throw tournaments at our place, and we're okay with that too. So there's a lot of things you can do. We have a lot of space where you can just change it into anything you want. So it's great. Right when you walk in the front door, we have a pro shop. So we have all of your paddles, your backpacks, your socks, your grips, your shirts, anything you might need to be able to play pickleball for the day. Yeah.
Did you
Wow.
say golf simulator
Yes, I did. And
in a
that's
pickleball club?
yes. And what's good about it is we can take that down anytime we want. So it's not permanent. So
Yeah.
if a group says, hey, yeah, we'd like to use this, then yeah, we have that for you. So we have all the clubs, we have everything all set up, ready to go. And it could be one of your amenities that you use for the event center. Yeah.
Wow, sounds like I could just come and stay all day.
I know.
Play some pickleball, visit a physical therapist, hang out,
Yes,
hit some
yes.
golf.
Yep, and we even have a couple of ping pong tables. We have a massive lounge with 8 couches, some coffee tables, and it's all safe. So because we have 10-foot nets around every court, so there's
Oh,
not going to be balls flying out at you. And so it's really again a place where we want people to stay after and mingle and create friends and
that
community.
is so brilliant and so needed at this time of our
Yep.
world's life. So,
Yep.
when you mentioned that baseball teams and all come, are they coming to play pickleball or they change up the whole set?
No, yeah, good question. They are coming to play pickleball, and
Oh,
so we
cool.
give them a little intro to pickleball course, and then they'll have their food set up, and then we've had video game trucks been brought in. We have coffee stands, we have food trucks. So yeah, we really cater it to whatever you need, and so they're not playing baseball in our space yet, but I've had some groups approach us that want to put down basketball and volleyball courts. So who knows? Maybe in the future we might be able to do that too.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. So, what does it look like pickleball in your family with those six boys?
You know, some of them try hard, and we love to play. Some of them may not have the best paddle skills and eye coordination, but we do. My son just won the last tournament at our place.
Whoa.
He's the 17-year-old, so he's gotten pretty good, and it's because of practice. He gets
Yeah.
to
Yes.
play quite often. The next son after him, the 15-year-old, he has a really good serve and he loves to play, but he's never, formally played in any tournaments or anything or any leagues. So he's a good. And then I have two more that are pretty decent that like to play and they're getting to and they really like it. And two of them are just kind of like, eh,
Yeah.
I'd rather be doing something else.
Meh.
but but on family nights they come play with us anyway, so they're good sports about it.
Oh,
And
fun.
what's that mean, family night?
Uh, Usually on Monday nights, we take our family to go to Rally just so that we can get out of the house, just so we can get away from the video games or the
Uh-huh.
computers or whatever it might be, and get out and exercise. Yep,
That's a really cool tradition. I
yep,
I think that do you do that at the club? Is it a
yes.
family night? Monday night is family night for the whole club or just for your
Oh,
family?
just for my family. Yep. And if we can't make it on Monday, we'll make it a different day.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
yep, yep.
Wow. And are how long have you guys been in business?
For 4.5 months, I believe. Yeah. So we're
Oh,
still
are
pretty
you
new.
kidding? 4.5
No.
months?
Yes, we're still very new. Yep.
You are hot off the press here.
Yes, we got a lot of great members. I think we have about 350 members already,
Oh,
with
wow.
another 150 punch card members, and so
Oh,
we're growing. We're growing. We'd love to have more people come. We have lots of space to grow. We have lots of place for members to come. The courts aren't full, so we're trying to tell people and kind of educate people where we're at, what we're all about. We want more. So
and you're based in Auburn.
yes, right off C Street, which is right behind Boeing and right to the right of the Safeway Distribution Center. Yep.
Wow. Right near Boeing. Seems like you
Yes.
have a natural clientele right there.
Yes, we have talked to them, and we offer discounts for several different members, especially if you work at Boeing, but also firefighters, EMTs, paramedics,
Oh,
police,
oh,
and we even give senior discounts as well. So yes,
goodness.
yep.
That, that's a win win win.
It is. It is. They work hard for us. It's not. Everyone works hard, but we like to. We're a veteran-owned business, so two of our guys, two of our owners, Dylan and Dave, they served, and they
Oh,
are veterans, and
oh,
they're proud to say that. We have flags hanging up all around our building that recognize the Navy, that recognize the military, the Army, the Air Force, and so on. So yeah, we're proud of that, and we like to give discounts for those that have helped us serve.
Great.
Yep.
What What excites you the most about the future of pickleball?
You know, it's the fastest growing sport in America, and it's almost the fastest growing in the world. And I just think, more and more people are watching it on TV, and more people are joining. We have an intro to pickleball class 3 days a week, and we get 12 to 16 new members every time.
Wow.
And it's such a fun sport, but it's a safe sport. It's a lifetime physical activity. So you don't have to have 11 on 11. You don't have to have 5 on 5 like basketball.
Right.
9 on 9. It's you just need one person, one other person, and it's good for your body. The trend is now physical therapists are recommending it for people to play this sport to help them with their recovery. That's
Yeah.
how good it is for your body. Yeah, and everyone can play. Like I said, I mean, you can be a 2-year-old, you can be at least 85. That's the highest I've played with. So it really is for everyone.
How has it
Yes.
been for you running this club?
It's a lot.
It's a lot, right?
You have to spend a lot of time, and we built this for an entire year before we opened. It took
Oh.
us a year, especially with all the permitting, and then just putting up all the soundproof walls, the
Oh.
courts themselves took an entire month just to pour. um, there's a lot of paint we had to do. There's the pro shop we had to build out, all the 50,000 wires we had to run for internet, for cable, for cameras. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it when somebody comes out and says, I really had fun during your league. And we say,
Hmm.
great, come back. Or somebody says, you know what, that was the best tournament I've been to.
Hmm.
We hold tournaments once a month, and they can stand with our mascot, which is Smash Squatch. So,
Smash
so
squash.
yes, yeah.
That's
So
so cute.
he's a big Sasquatch, but we call him Smash Squatch.
Smash squad.
And people love it. We're unique. Because we can change, and we have the ability to again cater to whoever we can. So it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. I love making people happy. I love seeing them smile when they come out. I love it when they're super sweaty and they say, "Man, I just had a great workout." It's rewarding to know when people tell you those kind of things and give you those compliments, and they say, "Hey, you're doing it right." That's what makes it rewarding.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, you mentioned cameras.
Yes.
What's that mean?
We have 9 Save My Play cameras on courts, and that means if you want to have your whole game recorded, you say, "Hey, I want to turn Save My Play on," and you can watch your entire game. And these cameras will analyze every shot that you make. So every dink, every drive,
Oh
every
no.
serve. It's telling you how fast you're serving. It's telling you how many times you drop the ball for the third shot drop. It's telling you what shots you missed. It has heat signatures where it tells you where you've been standing on the court most of the time.
Uh-huh.
It tells you if you hit every shot out, and it also analyze what your rating is for your duper rating, and that duper rating is what allows you to tell you where you're at as a player. So
Yeah.
those cameras can tell you what your rank is, and then we usually have an instructor make sure everything is correct, and make sure that duper is final and makes sense, right? But you can really go back and analyze your entire game of what you needed to do better, of why did you hit that shot here, maybe you could have hit it there. Or if you just, if you body bag somebody and you want to show your entire workplace how cool and how gnarly that was, you can do that too. I've
Wow,
had people ask for
I
that.
didn't know the cameras could tell you your duper.
Yes,
So
yes.
are they going to use, is that what they're going to use for the duper reset?
No, no. They
Okay.
still have that. That's based on criteria, and they did recently change that. So it's better. It's a better system now, and it's more accurate. It's not just based off of wins and losses. It's based off how many you win by, how many you lose by, and so you can go up and down, and not just against wins and losses. So yeah,
But I was
So,
thinking of the upcoming where they said people can reset their dupers. Have you have you seen that? There's a duper reset coming up. So I haven't really dug into it to know how they're going to do that. So I was just curious if they're going to do that with those cameras. People
I
could do
I
that.
don't think so, but
Okay.
that's something we'll look into. But yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think so. I don't think that will be integrated into the cameras that we have.
Okay.
Yep.
so when
Yep.
the cameras identify the duper for the person who's being recorded, that's just for their own personal edification. It's
That's
not an
exactly
official.
right. That's
Okay.
exactly right. Yep.
Okay.
And if later on, again, the instructor would say, "Hey, this might have been off by point one or point two," and then they could later put it into the system into a court reserve of what
Mm,
their actual duper is. So
I see.
yeah, yeah. So it's really easy, but at least it gives them a starting point of where they should be entering for tournaments or league play that requires a duper. Yep.
Wow, your
Nice.
place just sounds amazing. It sounds amazing on so many levels because you have incorporated all of the magic that Shelley and I love about this game. And it's the socialization, it's the exercise, it's keeping ourselves fit and having the therapist right there is
Love
amazing.
that.
And then all the different ways that you are helping each player improve if they want and just to have a blast if that's all they want to do too. I mean, really, you've just seems to incorporate everything at your place. And you've gone on such a journey. First you have your own medical business and medical supply business, and now you've got this pickleball rally club. So what are some of the life lessons, my friend, that you have gleaned in your journey?
You know, um, I love, you know, learn to play for fun. It's okay to lose, and it's not a big deal. I don't personally play to win money, but that's one of the things that I learned. I thought, this is such a fun game. It doesn't have to be intense. It can be for anyone, and I love playing at any court that has somebody playing pickleball on it because everyone's so friendly. So I've learned that the community is just so accepting, and they really want you to learn. They really want people to learn. It's not, you get on a basketball court and they target you and everyone's dunking on you. But pickleball is just such a good community, and I've learned that everyone there is not 99.9% of the people there are there to have a fun time, and they'll teach you and they'll coach you, and they're just really good people. So I love the community, and so that's one thing I've learned, and it's really all about connections. And like I was saying earlier, the it's a physical lifetime activity. You can do it forever. So you learn that you can do this sport. You don't have to be good. You don't even have to have uh, any knowledge about the sport at all. And so I've learned that anyone can pick it up. It's for everyone, and those are some of the things I've learned, and I just love it. It's fun. It's easy. It's for everyone.
So cool.
Right.
And you've even played in other countries?
I have. I actually won a tournament in Mexico. I've
What?
Yeah. So we do a lot of work down in Mexico. We put on hoop camps, and
Oh,
so there just happened to be a tournament that I found out about, and I said I'd like to join. And so my sister and I joined, and we both got uh, first place. So
Nice.
congratulations.
yeah, that wasn't totally planned, but yeah, I've played in Mexico. I've played in a couple different places in different states, and it's the same everywhere. That's why I love it, because it's so
Yeah.
friendly. Everyone wants to help you. Everyone wants to give you advice. Everyone is so friendly, and just so welcoming. So,
So cool.
yep.
So, how can people find you and the club?
So they can find us on Facebook. Our We usually post something a couple times a week, and that'll give you updates. We usually do lives. So one of our guys is holding a camera and he's explaining what might be going on this week. You can find us on our website page, rallypbc.com. We're also on Instagram. We're on X. We're on TikTok. And really just type in Rally Pickleball Club, Auburn, Washington, and we'll come up. We hope we come up. And if you ever need to put it in your maps, it comes up. That's all been taken care of. So, you know, it's a little confusing at first because there's construction going on, and we're kind of behind in these back warehouses. But once you find it the first time, it's easy peasy from then on out.
Well,
Right.
that is so exciting. And I love that you've provided this for the Auburn community and for all of us in the greater Auburn area. And I can strongly encourage people to do birthday parties at your club, because I had a birthday party at a pickleball club and it was the best fun of all. The best party ever. Shelly put it on for me. So, yeah, it's a great way to do events and celebrations and family night. I love that idea. Family night. Come on, get those kids out on the court and have a blast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Randy. How fun to hear about everything. And only 4.5 months. My gosh, we really appreciate you taking the time. I know, geez, you are a one busy guy. And thank you to your partners, too, for making this happen. And thanks for being on the show.
Absolutely. I've enjoyed every bit of it. And come on down again. We'd love to have you again. Rally Pickleball Club in Auburn.
Will do. We'll see you on the court.
Yeah.
And hope to see you all on the court. Thank you all for tuning in today. And remember that pickleball is for everyone at every age. And just want to remind you guys that we have put out this book, Pickleball Life Lessons from Pickleball, that features about 80 short little stories of people whose lives have been changed and influenced by this silly little game. And a portion of the proceeds from this book go to support Operation PaddleLift, which is taking paddles and balls and nets all around the world for all of the underprivileged, underserved areas. So thank you all for tuning in. And Randy, thank you for having this club in Auburn. And we hope to see you all next week for our new conversation. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
If you love our podcast, we'd be so grateful if you'd take a few seconds to follow or subscribe to Life Lessons from Pickleball. This ensures you'll never miss an episode and helps us continue these wonderful conversations.
On Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen, go to the show page and tap the follow button in the top right corner. And on YouTube, click the subscribe button under any of the episodes.
Thanks so much. Hope to see you on the court.